Hello everyone, tayo po ay nandito ulit pag-aralan natin itong nakasulat sa DAO 2014-02 Revised Guidelines for Pollution Control Officer Accreditation. Particularly ang Section 8. Sabi dito sa Section 8, Accreditation of PCOs. The managing heads of establishments, LGUs, and other government institutions shall apply for the accreditation of their appointed or designated PCO at the concerned EMB regional office within 15 calendar days from the date of appointment or designation. So ano ang ibig sabihin nun? Kapagka merong inappoint na empleyado bilang pollution control officer, sabi sa Section 8, kailangan mag-apply ng accreditation sa EMB Regional Office within 15 days from the date of appointment. So, paano mag-apply ng accreditation bilang pollution control officer? Currently, we are using the online application system, the online PCO application system. So dito sa online application system, pco.emb.gov.ph, dito gumagawa tayo ng ating account. So sign up muna tayo dyan. Click natin tong button na sign up. And then we will provide our personal email. So for example, Juan de la Cruz at gmail.com. And then our password, retype password, then tick I agree to the terms, and then register. Once na maklik natin itong button na register, magpapadala ang system sa email address na nirehistro. Kailangan na ma-check yung notification na yon dyan sa email, at para kailangan ma-click yung dapat i-click doon para ma-activate yung account. In that case, makaka-login ka sa online PCO application system dahil na-activate mo ang iyong account. Particularly yung email at saka yung password, maa-accept ng online application system. So assuming na na-click na natin yung button na to at napadala na sa atin yung notification at na-click na rin natin yung pinapa-click sa atin doon para ma-activate ang account, let's go to our account. So mag-login tayo gamit yung account na nirehistro. And definitely, ang hihingin sa atin sa online PCO application system ang email at password na nakarehistro, na na-activate, na dapat recognized ng system. So, tatype lang natin dyan yung ating nakarehistrong email. So, pagka nakapasok ka sa iyong account, as shown on the screen, meron ka ditong mga makikitang mga importanteng buttons dito sa kaliwang bahagi. So, dito makikita natin yung home button. So, that's number 1. And then, meron tayong profile, number 2 na button. Then, application, number 3. And then, meron din tayong downloadables. And kung gusto nating malaman paano gamitin ang platform na ito, meron tayo ditong number 5, user manual, and then yung about this platform, number 6. Now, ang pinaka-importante dito ay yung number 2, 3, and 4. Bakit? Kasi diyan tayo nagkakaroon ng involvement o engagement o sa pag-a-apply natin ng accreditation kailangan natin yang number 2, number 3, and then number 4. So, definitely kailangan mo itong kumpletuhin, ito pong profile. So, kailangan natin ditong i-provide ang ating personal information at saka yung ating competency. So, 'pag sinabi nating competency, meron tayo ditong education, meron tayo ditong work experience, meron tayo ditong seminars attended, and other personal attachment. So, yun. So, diyan sa ating profile na i-o-open natin mamaya, kailangan natin i-provide yung ating information na magiging basis ng evaluator kung tayo ba ay qualified bilang pollution control officer ng ating mga establishment. Sa number 3 naman, meron tayo ditong mga kailangang i-provide na information, and usually 'pag tungkol na lalo ito sa ating, um, pertinent information as PCO. Kaya naglalagay tayo dito ng, region kung saan tayo located at name of our establishment na nire-represent, yung kanyang category, kung ito ba ay category A or B, at siyempre yung ating mga documentary requirements for accreditation. So kapagka nandiyan tayo sa profile number 2, application number 3, ito ay mga portion ng ating application system na kailangan nating kumpletuhin at yan ang nagiging basis ng evaluator kung complete, acceptable ang ating mga information at documents submitted na magiging, way para ma-issuean tayo ng order of payment, at 'pag nabayaran natin yung order of payment, siyempre that will result to the issuance of certificate of accreditation. 'Yan, so kailangan nating kumpletuhin ang number 2 at number 3. Ang downloadables naman, number 4, ay kung meron kayong mga ipapasang, dokumento sa EMB na prescribed doc document or prescribed template ng EMB para hindi na, malilito ang lahat. So so puwede nating i-check 'yan later. So that's it, we need to create an account and then log into our account and then complete our profile, complete the application, and eventually pay the corresponding application fee amounting to 500 pesos at within 20 working days, ma-issuean tayo ng certificate of accreditation. 20 days from the time na mabayaran natin yung application fee amounting to 500 pesos and all documents are acceptable and complete. So, yun yun. Now, let's go to the application system at puntahan natin yung tinatawag natin na profile. So, asan ba yung ano ba ang gagawin natin doon sa ating account? Siyempre, unang-una gawin natin, kukumpletuhin natin yung ating profile. So, itong button na profile, click natin yan. At yan yung kailangan na unang makumpleto. So, we need to provide the photo, 2x2 picture, white background, at syempre yung electronic signature, kailangan din yan dito. And we have also the personal information at syempre yung ating managing head ng establishment who happens to be the immediate supervisor or next higher immediate supervisor, the highest executive officer na base dito sa Section 8, basahin natin, for the managing head of establishments, 8 hours training on environmental management covering basic laws, rules, and regulations, and duties and responsibilities of the PCO. So dito, we upload the training certificate of our managing head. So if you are the managing head, you can tick this button, yes, and then write your name. For example, Peter S. Pan. So if you're not the managing head, you tick no, and then indicate the name of your managing head. And attach his or her training certificate. Mahalaga yan kasi nakasulat nga dito sa Section 8, Accreditation of PCO, na kailangan naka-attend ng training ang ating mga managing head. So, basic lang yan na requirement. Sa profile din na ito, kailangan i-provide mo ang iyong PRC license kung ikaw ay licensed professional. So, just click this button, add, and then lagay natin, halimbawa, 02536, date issued, and then validity date, and then lagay natin dito ang PRC license ID, yung picture, but PDF portable document format. Na po. And then, click save para mag-appear dito ang ating PRC license number. And then, yung date of issuance, validity, at yung file na in-upload natin. At dito sa action, we can either edit or delete kung gusto nating i-delete. If you have no license at all, you can ignore that portion. No? So, importante sa atin dito yung ating competency, yung ating education. Kung kayo po ay undergraduate, pwede tayo pumokus dito sa add vocational or technical. If you are a graduate ng kolehiyo, dito naman tayo sa add college degree. So, for example, ako ay senior high school graduate. So, click lang muna natin itong add vocational technical button. Lagay natin dito syempre ang ating school. So, halimbawa, Batangas National High School. Then, ano yung narating natin dyan sa level na yan? So, halimbawa, lagay natin high na keyword. So, may mga lalabas dito, high school graduate, senior high graduate, high school undergraduate. So, pipiliin nyo lang dyan. Kung kayo naman ay TESDA um, graduate sa anumang mga 2-year course, 2-year diploma, halimbawa sa plumbing, vocational course, plumbing, o yan, lalabas dito. Kailangan lang nating iselect yan dyan. Ano po? So, halimbawa, vocational course plumbing. And then, grade, year, or level or units. So kung wala namang ah, im applicable na information, you can indicate not applicable, pero kung meron, puwede niyo ilagay. Puwede niyo rin ulitin yung salitang plumbing course. So that's the thing na nakumpleto niyo, at ano ang address ng school. Kung ikaw ay senior high, puwede niyong piliin dito senior high graduate. Anong level? Halimbawa, senior high o halimbawa grade 12. Ang importante dito ay yung ia-upload natin na pruweba. So, kumpletuhin muna natin 'to. Ano yung address? Halimbawa, Rizal Avenue, Batangas City, Batangas. So, mula diyan, yung date din kung kailan ka na-admit sa school na 'yan at kailan ka nakapagtapos, kung graduated ba. Kung not graduated, so hanggang kailan din. Again, the important document to be uploaded sa system as a proof of your education, yung diploma. Kung meron pang equivalent nito, just upload it. Basta yan ay PDF. Just click save para po ma-encode sa system yung school, yung course, yung degree, the dates, important dates, at yung file na proof natin. Kung kayo ay graduate ng college, dito rin naman, click lang natin 'to, yung add college degree. Click natin 'yan. So once na-click natin 'yan, mag-a-appear naman dito ano yung school. So halimbawa, Batangas State University. Anong course ang natapos mo? Puwede mo ditong hanapin. So halimbawa, lagay natin sanitary engineering, 'yan. And then anong degree? Sanitary engineering. And then address nung school. Halimbawa, Rizal Avenue, Batangas City, Batangas. From, so date of admission sa course na 'yan at kung kailan ka nag-graduate. Then attach the proof of education, college diploma. Kung walang diploma, transcript of records. Basta laging PDF. So, kapagka kumpleto ang information, mase-save din naman natin 'yan, especially kung may attachment, opo. So, whatever educational attainment meron kayo, dito niyo ilalagay sa ating profile. Then, work experience, we need to add employment history. So, kung ang latest employer ninyo, for example, ABC Company Inc. So, yan ang unang ilalagay natin hanggang sa yung pinakahuli or luma, oldest employer. Anong position? Halimbawa, pollution control officer mismo, employment status, regular, slash full-time. And then the certificate of employment. So, napakalaga na mayroong proof of work experience. Then from, kung kailan ka nagsimulang ma-employ at kung hanggang kailan ka natapos or to present. Then laging mag-a-attach ng proof of employment, then click save. So kung marami tayong work experiences, meron kayong mga certificate of employment, i-upload nyo lang dito. Mabibilang kung ilang taon na nagtatrabaho, especially yung experience relevant to environmental management. Another one is the PCO trainings and seminars. Sabi dito sa section 6 ng DAO 2014-02, qualification requirements for PCOs. Number 1, basic qualification, Filipino, full-time, and has completed the basic PCO training course within the last 3 years. So dito sa ating profile, ang ilalagay natin ditong PCO trainings and seminars within 3 years, no? So ilalagay natin for example, basic PCO training course. At yun naman talaga ang sinasabi dito, has completed the basic PCO training course within the last 3 years. So lagay natin dito 40 hours. Then start date kung kailan nagsimulang ang training at kailan nagtapos. And mula dyan, we can attach our training certificate issued by EMB recognized training organization or institution. Napakahalaga nun. Sa website mismo ng EMB, makikita mo ang mga listahan ng mga accredited training organization or institution na pwede nating balikan. Doon tayo um, hahanap ng mga accredited training institution or organization gaya ng JP Environment Consultancy Services. So, pagka meron ka ng training certificate, upload lang natin dito. Sabi naman sa Section 8 pa din ng DAO 2014-02, sabi dito, the managing head shall submit to the concerned regional office of BMB the following requirements for the accreditation. Ano yon? Proof of the appointee's qualification such as certificate of training o basic PCO training. Kaya kailangan pong mag-attach dito ng proof of attendance to the basic PCO training. So make sure na yan ay within the last 3 years from the date na ito ay na i-file yung ating application. So halimbawa October 28, 2025. Ngayon, dapat within 3 years. Kaya nung October 27, 2022, o expired na yun ngayong araw. Kasi dapat within 3 years from the time na na-issue ito. In essence, from the time na nag-file ka rin ng application. Pag nakita ng evaluator, dapat within 3 years. Kasulat dito, Section 6 has completed the basic PCO training course within the last 3 years. So kung October 27, 2022 pa yan, expired na yan ngayong araw, October 28. Ang panghuli, meron tayo ditong other personal attachment. So usually maglalagay ka dyan ng government ID, PDF. So upload na lang natin yung file. Yung copy of ECC or let's say CNC, upload lang natin dito. Mag-a-appear na yan dito sa baba. Title, file, tapos kung gusto natin i-delete hanggat hindi pa na-approve yung in-upload mo. May mga nag-a-apply na accreditation bilang PCO, tapos siya pa ang may-ari. So, lagay natin dito ang proof of company ownership. So, halimbawa DTI o halimbawa SEC. Meron naman nag-a-apply ng accreditation pero renewal. So, kailangan dito i-upload ang mga pruweba ng compliance So, halimbawa, compliance to PD 1586, compliance to RA 9275, compliance to RA 8749, compliance to RA 6969, and compliance to RA 9003. So, kung ano yung mga compliances na meron, kukumpile yun as one para ang title na lang ay isa. Kung merong violation sa loob ng 3 taon, kailangan mag-submit ng affidavit of commitment, notarized affidavit of commitment. Basta merong magre-renew ng accreditation at nakatanggap ng o nagkaroon ng violation sa loob ng 3 taon niya. So just click save every time na mag-a-attach ng file para nai-encode dito sa inyong profile. So that's it. That's the profile na unang-unang kailangan makumpleto. So kailangan before mag-proceed with application, dapat completed muna ang ating profile. Kasi basehan yan ng evaluator. Pag may kulang, i-remark yan sa ating application. I-return siya tapos may remark kung anong kulang. Ang sunod, ito namang application. So sa application, click lang natin tong application button and then meron tayo diyang makikitang all. Yan, all button. So kapag na-click mo yung all, so dito mag-a-appear ang application control panel. So meron ka diyang new application, then new application for cluster. So for individual PCOs, dito kayo sa new application. Halimbawa, merong isang establishment, nag-a-apply ng kanyang accreditation para dyan sa establishment na yan. Dito tayo sa new application. Pag meron namang in-approve na cluster, ibig sabihin multiple establishment approve as a group or cluster. Kung ikaw yung PCO ng cluster na yan, na in-approve na, dito ka ngayon sa new application for cluster. So after nyan, dire-diretso na. So click lang natin muna itong new application and there will be a question here. Do you have existing certificate of accreditation? So if your answer is no, ibig sabihin first time, new application. If your answer is yes, ibig sabihin renewal. Meron ka ng previous accreditation and after 3 years, ni-renew mo. Kaya yes. Now, dito sa ating application control panel, pag nag-click ka ng no, you will see na lalabas dito new application. Ibig sabihin, first time mong mag-apply ng accreditation para dyan sa company o establishment na nirepresent mo. Kapag nag-no, new application. What if yes ang ating sagot? So, click natin yung yes. You can see here na renewal. Renewal of existing certificate of accreditation. So, hindi ka kailangan magtaka na hinihingan ka ng previous accreditation certificate kasi nga renewal. Now, sa first time application, ganun nga, ang sagot natin ay no. And then we will complete this required information. One is the region, halimbawa region 1. Then select the name of establishment. And then the website, kung may website ang inyong company. Kung wala, just put not applicable, NA. And then nature of business of the establishment, kung ano man po yan. So dito, you need to select kung ano yung um, nature of business. Se-select mo lang 'yan. And then establishment category, ito na yung A or B. Dahil pagka-category A, ano yung set of requirements mo sa competency. Pagka-category B, ano yung competency requirement mo. Lalo pagdating sa education and number of years of experience. So, kailangan malinaw sa atin kung anong category dahil nakadepende yan sa ating competency. So, if you are qualified, ma-issuean ka talaga ng accreditation. So, you need to select either A or B. So, kapag category A ang sinelect mo, titingnan ang iyong competency, yung education and or work experience. Ito yon. Kapag pinili mo naman ay category B, edi yung competency requirement for category B, mas stringent, mas mataas na qualification. Then, telephone number, kung meron, kung wala, NA, employment status, click full-time. And then current position, say PCO, and then number of years in current position, 5 years. Kung hindi, halimbawa, industrial supervisor, o 5 taon na ako dyan. At ngayon, ginawa kong PCO. Then, mula dyan, kailangan nating i-upload ang 3 basic requirements. We have the duly signed appointment or designation of the PCO, certificate of employment, and then notarized affidavit of undertaking. So those are the 3 basic requirements na kailangan i-upload. At dito, may button ditong submit application. Kapag na-upload mo na yang tatlong yan, submit mo na. So, marirecord na yan sa system ng EMB. Mag-a-assign na ang EMB ng evaluator na mag-evaluate ng mga requirements at pagka nakitang complete and acceptable, they will issue the order of payment at bayaran mo lang sa Land Bank of the Philippines through Land Bank Linkbis Portal yung 500 pesos application fee. At balik ka dito sa iyong account, mayroon ditong portion, madadagdagan po yan ng box ulit. So, para maglagay ka naman ng iyong proof of payment. So, nakalagay dyan, official receipt. So, kailangan mo lang mag-add ng file dito. Yun po. So, yung tatlo lang, pagka dating ng oras, pag pinagbayad ka na, magkakaroon yan dyan ng add file for the official receipt. Tapos, submit mo ulit yung ating application. Okay po. Now, pagka tiningnan mo yung new application, yung tatlong basic requirements, appointment as PCO, certificate of employment, affidavit of joint undertaking of the PCO and managing head. Pagka magre-renew ka naman, ganoon din ang hahanapin. Click yes lang para sa renewal. Ganoon din ang hahanapin, nadagdagan lang ng isa. Yung copy ng Certificate of Accreditation previously issued by EMB. And then, yung sa taas, yung application information, region, establishment name, website, nature of business, establishment category, telephone number, employment status, current position, number of years. Parehas lang yan. And then click submit application. So, you have submitted your application, either new or renewal. Antayin mo na lang yung remarks para makita mo kung may remarks. click mo lang yung application button, click all, diyan mo makikita yan kung merong remarks. Usually meron kang makikita dito din sa inbox na parang message sa'yo kung may papagawa sa inyo. So may mga status dito na makikita ka. So usually makikita mo ay submitted, yung kakasubmit mo pa lang ng application at natanggap naman talaga yan ng system. Pero hangga't hindi pa nagkakaroon ng evaluator, submitted pa lang. Once na meron ng na-assign na evaluator, magiging ongoing na yung status. At ang ongoing either sa side ng EMB na ongoing yung screening or pwedeng ongoing din sa side mo bilang applicant dahil may pinapa-submit pa sa iyong dokumento na hindi mo na i-submit. Lalo kung clarification. Number 3 na status yung pong ating evaluated. So, kapag ka-evaluated ng status, bibigyan ka na niyan ng order of payment. At pwede mo na ngayong bayaran ang iyong application fee na 500 pesos through Land Bank of the Philippines. Pero hindi sa bangko, physical branch, kundi through Land Bank Linkbase portal. So, diyan ka ngayon magbabayad. And then, the portal will, of course, provide you or generate electronic receipt of payment. At yan ngayon ang i-upload mo sa iyong account. Para makita na ng evaluator na nabayaran mo na yung account. At diyan na ngayon, ah, gagana yung 20 working days. So, ang pang-apat na status mo dyan ay ang recommending approval and eventually ma-approve na yan ng regional director ng EMB. So that's approved. Ano ang validity ng certificate na yan? Valid yan for 3 years unless sooner revoke. Dahil you are submitting false information, false report, willful and deliberate discharge of hazardous waste, wastewater, toxic substances sa environment. Pero typical ay valid for 3 years. So dapat i-renew yung accreditation 30 days before expiration. Okay? And once na na-approve na ang ating accreditation bilang PCO, it is now our duty to submit report. Tinatawag natin na SMR quarterly. So it's our duty. Now, kailan magsasubmit ng self-monitoring report kung ikaw ay accredited PCO na? Kapag meron ng permits na nagbibigay sa inyo ng condition, halimbawa discharge permit, permit to operate, yung ating hazardous waste generator registration certificate, kailangan mo na ngayong mag-submit ng reports. Meron naman yung kung meron kayong ECC na nire-require din ang proponent na mag-submit ng SMR quarterly. So, yun. And I hope may natutunan kayo on how to apply for accreditation. One is to complete our personal profile. We need to submit our pertinent documentary requirements, pay the application fee amounting to 500 pesos, and then once ma-approve yung ating accreditation, valid for 3 years, typical, renew accreditation certificate 30 days before expiration. And once accredited, you need to submit self-monitoring report quarterly to EMB Regional Office. Thank you very much everyone for time listening and God bless us all.